But we have got a ramp, oh my god! Living under a rock. Goddamn, I almost shit my pants, boy. I did order some wide body side skirts. I got half a side skirt. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Good morning everybody, we are outside the unit now. In one of the last videos when I talked about all the cars and where are they, I actually said I'm not going to film any more E30 videos, and a lot of people were saying we actually enjoy the E30 videos, so I'm not sure why nobody watched the dumb E30 videos when apparently you want to watch the other videos. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? Today, nonetheless, we're going to film an E30 video because I've actually got some really cool stuff that I want to do. I've never done this to a car. I've never thought most cars suit this, but I feel like the E30 warrants having one of these. But to help me get the day started, there is a very special delivery inside from Y-Food.
Best thing you've ever had in your life. Best thing you'll ever have in your entire life. Get one of them down here.
What is it?
It's a Y-Food. Living under a rock. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Good for you. These 500 calories.
500?
No added sugars.
Oh, happy banana.
Beautiful they are. 26 vitamins and minerals. 34 grams of protein in this one drink.
And no added sugar.
5, no added sugar. Lactose free, gluten free, no added sugar. Boom.
Very nice.
That's nice, isn't it?
It is beautiful.
It is really tasty, yeah.
So not only do they do drinks, they do powders, bars, and also a vegan range as well. So there'll be a link on the description here. Go and check it out and see if they were lying about how tasty it is. They wasn't, I promise you, they wasn't. It's delicious. Now I have actually been off for a week because I have been so ill. You do not understand. I basically got I had a really bad stomach infection, and it wasn't just in my stomach, it went to my head. It was horrible. I've been off for about 8 days now with what really bad a case of food poisoning. So I'm still not well. I've been on antibiotics. I got sent to the hospital and oh, it was absolutely horrible. I got put on a drip. It's not been very good fun, but we are back. We are back. And we need to do a few things. So the E30 is here. I actually took it outside and cleaned it the other day, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I don't want to turn up with an ugly ass, dirty car. But I also don't know why, because we're going back to Alton Park and drifting the same layout, doing the exact same thing. So it's going to be absolutely ruined again. But this weekend, we are doing the drift demos again at Alton Park. And then the next day, we're actually going to a car show called Wheels Up North, and we're going to be putting an E30 on stand. And I'm really worried. I'm getting really worried because I don't know where the hell I'm going to clean it, because it's obviously going to be going straight in the drift day, straight in the trailer, and then straight up to Wheels Up North. So I don't know where the hell I'm going to clean it, but that's a tomorrow problem. And also, you can see we actually have a ramp on the floor. We have got a scissor lift. It's not fully working, so we're going to try and figure that out today and understand why it's not working. Hence why there's some hydraulic oil here. But we have got a ramp, oh my god. Hopefully we get it working, because it'd be nice to have a fucking ramp that works. So as you can see here, there is a big spoiler. We've got a big wing for the E30 first and foremost. I'm still waiting for the end plates to turn up. They should turn up hopefully tomorrow. We're going to put this wing on first and foremost because the E30 bloody deserves a big, I was going to say it, but a big wing. Now I am currently waiting for a few things to turn up and be delivered, but first of all, let's get this wing on. So this isn't just like a random wing off eBay. This is actually from a very reputable race wing company maker, and they're called Race Car Wings, and they actually make custom spoilers for race teams. We did some testing on these wings, and I just texted him for the actual number. Let me get this right, but they were saying that they actually took off the difference with a wing and without a wing. They had about 3 or 4 seconds per lap with the wing. And we're actually struggling for some rear end grip in this car because all the weight's at the front. So it's not going to do crazy, it's not going to do a load because obviously it's a drift car. We're not getting that much downforce, but it will help a little bit. But the main thing is, it looks cool. So the first thing we're going to do is just loosely build up the spoiler just to see whereabouts the bolt holes are going to be, and I'm going to hope that I can actually reuse some of the holes that are already in the boot from the original spoiler on the car. Now luckily we just have to make them a little bit bigger. Oh no! Oh, it's the right one. Is it the right one? Is it the right one? Hang on, I'm getting confused. Yeah, it is the right one. Goddamn, I almost shit my pants, boy.
Oh yeah!
Damn, boy. I'm really hungry. Yeah. Damn, Bob. Now it's just a case of drilling all 4 holes, putting all the bolts in, and just putting some wash underneath and bolting it down. Discount Wings actually just got back to me and they said that they worked with this team. And they said that the best was on Abby Eaton's Thunder Saloon. She went 6 seconds quicker with the wing and the splitter fitted by them. So the proof's in the numbers, boys. What can't speak, can't lie. So I went next door to the bolt shop and got 4 nice new zinc plated bolts, and it's just a case of drilling the 4 holes, hoping there's nothing underneath them, and then bolting it down. So you can see most of the bolt holes are okay, we can actually get the nut on. But as you can see on the outer ones, they're actually gone through the outer skin, so we're not going to be able to get a nut on here, so we're going to have to cut a bit of the skin off here with a grinder. Same things happen to the other side as well, you're not going to get a nut on there nicely, so we're going to have to cut a bit of the skin off. Now I used the biggest washes I could with the space I had available on the nut, and that's done. Okay, the wing is on, it's solid. So let's fix the, let's fix this, and let's see what's going on, because there is a couple of issues with it. So first of all, it's only going up like halfway, but I'm pretty sure we got Charlie. I was like, what's going on, Chazza? And Chazza said, top up the fluid and go from there. So we've topped it up halfway, so let's raise it and let's see what it's like to have a ramp in here, because this is the first time I've ever had any kind of ramp, and this is going to be a good moment, I hope. Because I'm sick of jacking up. I've been jacking up cars my whole life on the floor. It takes forever, you don't have any room to work on, and this might just be amazing. So I'm going to film it and let's jack it up. Look at that!
Is it locked now?
So much room for activities. I don't want to go under because no, it's not. They were cable tied, and yesterday we tried to put it down and was like, what cable tied these? We will show you why someone cable tied these, because it does not go down. This just doesn't flip up and down, but now we've got fluid in, we'll actually have a look. Okay, so they're down, right? So ideally, what should happen, Ron, is that these should lift up and down. Well, lock in and let it unlock as well, right? So this is what, let's see what happens. So let's go down. Wait, well, how do you actually lock it? Do you just go down a bit? Well, let's go down anyway. Yeah, so it doesn't go down. See what I mean?
Once it's locked, it's locked.
Yeah, it doesn't lift up and let it come back down. So for the camera, what's meant to happen is that either it's the wiring or something's meant to trigger this, and that lifts up, and then it'll let it go all the way down. The one thing the car really needs is a set of side skirts. I feel like when it's it just looks weird that the kit only comes to here, and you can see all like just like, you know, like the rough factory paint on the side skirt. It just looks rough, and I don't like it. It needs some side skirts. I did order some wide body side skirts, and this is what turned up. I got half a side skirt. Where's my side skirt? Now, I was a bit annoyed because I paid what I thought was a full side skirt. Turns out it's what I paid for half a side skirt. So I definitely overpaid for this half a side skirt. But I'm not that bothered, because if it was just a wide body side skirt, it wouldn't have followed this wide body perfectly, because this brand is different to the brand what's on there. I don't even know what brand it is, but I know it's meant for an M3, I think. So this, it wouldn't have fit. So I would have had to make the end regardless, or the ends regardless. But one thing I'm worried about, or one thing I'm not sure what to do, is I've got 2 options. We've got these now, we can't return them, they're from Poland, it cost me more to return them than the side skirt would itself. So I can't really return them. So I believe that this is a side skirt off their wide body kit, which I don't have. So I believe that their wide body kit probably comes low, and then this side skirt just fills in the door. That's what I believe is happening. So we've got 2 options. We can either replicate that in a way, make our own, so we can use this, put this on the door, and then extend the wide bodies with a bit of sheet aluminium, but then you'd have a gap here, and I don't know if that would look weird. I think it would look weird, but the fact that obviously this has a gap on their kit makes me not think it's going to be as weird. Or we use a full sheet of aluminium and just do a whole side skirt out of one, which is the better option. Not when I realise I've not got long enough sheet aluminium to do the whole thing. So I think we've got these, we've paid for these, let's use these, see if we can make an extension of the sheet aluminium to extend them. I think that might be a good idea. We've got enough sheet aluminium for that. I did say I hated engineering stuff and fabbing stuff up and I wasn't going to do any videos on the E30. Look at us, a video on the E30, making shit and fabbing stuff up.
Now, anybody who makes shit will realise the hardest thing about making shit is not actually making the shit, but thinking of an idea to make the shit.
Okay, so the side skirt is going to be sitting like that. So the plan would be just to get some sheet aluminium like this, doesn't have to be thick, and then we'll just basically put it behind the wide arch and try to just match it to the shape of here. Now, we can actually just have it in 3 different pieces. So basically we're going to have this part of that, the side skirt. So have the side skirt in 3 different pieces, but just have them more attached to the wide body kit. I think that might be easier, and it's definitely not going to be weird because that's how this is meant to be. And then we can actually angle the shape of this to that, so it just kind of sits nice and you probably wouldn't even notice.
Now, you know that I've matured a bit when you see me with a bloody tape measure.
The more I'm messing about with this idea, the less I like it. I feel like it might be a better idea to do it as one piece. So I'm going to have a bit of a play around because this aluminium is really thin, so I can just kind of put it where I want it to go. And I'm going to have a little bit of a play and just see if I can get it looking, you know, smooth, nice. Or it could literally be the case of just doing this, which is just getting a sheet and just putting it over, and that's where it's going to follow the line of the side skirt, and it's going to follow the line of this because it is quite thin. So if we were just do a riv knot here, and then 2 riv knots on here, that is basically what the side skirt would be like from the front, which I think actually looks okay. Obviously it's a different colour, but in theory that works, right? In theory it works. So I'm going to make another, as I said, we've got tons of this, so I'm going to make another piece for the back and just do the same thing, just follow it along and put some little curves and see what it looks as a whole piece. But I think that actually looks okay. Okay, so this is where I'm up to. This is my front piece, which I'm actually quite happy with, to be fair. Again, this is a drift car and I don't want it to be a show car. As long as it looks cool from 10 feet away, 20 feet away, I am happy. So it's got the middle of the side skirt here. This has got a slight bend just following the curve of this, and then literally I'm just bent it round and it's just going to hug the wide arch kit. And I think if we just put 2 riv knots here, bang bang, that's fine. Like, that's great. I've not got enough because my only problem is because this is sloping backwards. If I riv knot it to this, it's going to want to push in and not stick out. So if I can riv knot it to the actual side skirt, that's going to give me the right angle to match the actual side skirt. And I just need something to secure it at the end, or just to stop the wind getting in and bending it. And all I've done is just tucked it around there. And obviously we can shape it nicer and smoother and stuff. Going to the back, we're still having a bit of an issue because this, it doesn't touch this bit. I've tried to bring it up a little bit, and it just looks weird. I can make a bigger piece, but it's just going to look weird. So I need to find a way to basically keep the strength at the back, because the main strength is going to come from this side skirt piece, to be fair. That's where the main strength is going to come from, but we just need something to attach it. So at the back here, I'm thinking of making a little bracket which sticks behind the back, and we can bolt the bracket to, we can bolt this, the top end of the bracket to this, and the bottom end of the bracket to that, and then we can measure that. We can keep that at an angle so we can bend the bracket. We can bend the bracket like this, like that, or we can basically have it how we want it, how sharp we want it to stick out. That is my plan at the minute. I think I'm going to go ahead with it, but I'm happy with the front. So, well, I'm happy with it all really. I think that is how it's going to how it's going to go. Sometimes I do kind of criticize myself too much and try to make it too complicated. I try to over-engineer things. I watched a video yesterday. He was an engineer on Facebook, and he said the best way to engineer something is to just make it and see if it works. And that's simple as that. Don't engineer it. Don't make it too difficult. Just keep it simple. And like, I do things and I think, oh, that's a bit bad. But then I go to the drift days and I see all the cars and they're exactly the same, if not worse. You know, it is what it is. Looks good. Don't want to do this for a couple hours and have a 7 out of 10 job, or do I want to spend weeks, hundreds, thousands of pounds, and then have a 9 out of 10 job? I want a 7 out of 10 job. Right, no more if and ahhing. I'm happy with that front bit, so I'm going to send that front bit. So we're going to riv nut it. I'm just going to be really careful with the riv nuts. You don't need to wait till it goes bang. Just snug them up. It's only fiberglass. We only need to. We're not holding much weight, so just going to snug it up and hopefully not crack the fiberglass. But for now, let's just drill 2 holes in the side skirt.
And when I'm happy where the back's sitting, just get a drill and send it. This aluminium is really thin, so I can make little adjustments later on if I need to. And once it's riv nutted down, I'm actually going to shave off the fiberglass so it all looks like one piece.
So now we've got the side skirt, pretty much the right length, chopped down. I'm going to bolt it to the sill. I'm going to riv nut it to the sill and just pray that when it bolts down, it sits at the right angle. I kind of want it to sit like that. I feel like it is going to sit like that. But the only way we're going to find out is by giving it a go. Please, please, please say it's going to sit the right angle. Okay, this is what it is looking like now, and I am actually happy with it. Once it's painted, like, I think it will look pretty good. So we've riv nutted it, just 3, 1, 2, 3, that'll be fine. Now, the issues is where the end's coming in. The end, this is obviously going to sit like that, right? Now, I didn't really know what to do in terms of doing it at the end. I did think about putting a bracket at the back, but it's not flat, so I won't be able to get a strong bracket on there. I did think about, you know, just cable tying it at the end, but there's not enough meat on the end. And Charlie made a good point. He says, if you've got a tyre that's flinging off or anything, or a tyre flings off or a bit of tyre rubber or whatever, if you hard mount this here and it rips something off, it's going to tear the wide arch kit with it, or it's going to tear the whole side skirt off. So Charlie said, well, I did say, I said, will a cable tie look bad there? He was like, he said, well, to be fair, it might be a good idea, because if it does, the cable tie is going to rip, and then that's just going to flop around. So if I hard mount it, there's more risk of me actually ruining the wide arch kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill 2 holes here and put a cable tie. If it looks terrible, I'm going to buy a yellow cable tie. And the front, I've wrapped it around the end of the wing. And then that's, I mean, in idea, that's strong enough just to leave like that. But we could drill a long hole there. We'll drill a hole, put a long bolt through, and that'll just clamp them together then. And I am actually happy with it. I don't know what it looks like on camera, because when I look down on camera, it doesn't look that good. But in real life, I am actually happy with that. It looks good. I'm not going to lie. And when it's painted, it's going to look even better. So, and this is what it is looking like with that cable tie in the end. Can't really tell, really. And then we're going to leave the bolt for the day. But I think we're going to drop the car so it's on the floor and see how it sits with the side skirt on and the wing and everything like that. But it does look way better. It just kind of tidies off the side of the car, because it just looked weird. It just looked like, I don't know, it did look odd. Everyone was telling me in the comments it did look odd, and I know it looked odd. Oh my days, how much better does that look now it's on the floor? Oh my God, I was not expecting that. Oh my God, that looks so sick with the wing and the side skirts. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that look that good. Look how dead this side looks. Like, look how dead that looks. And then, oh my days. Mate, come and look how good this looks on the floor now. Okay, so it is the end of the day, so I'm going to go home. I still need to take it easy a little bit, because I'm just coming out of my food poisoning, so I don't want to stay here all night and then just start feeling sick again. So I'm going to go home and relax. We've actually got the rally next week, so we're actually going through Switzerland, Italy and Austria onto rally next week. So I definitely don't want to be ill for that. So that's my main priority, is getting in good shape for that. But I've just been told by Race Car Wings that the end plates should be here tomorrow. And I actually need to make up the other side of the side skirt. But when you're doing stuff like this, 90% of it is all just like seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, measuring and stuff. So it should just be pretty much an identical replica of that, just on the other side, and maybe a little bit of tweaks because there's a lot of fiberglass all over the car. So each side of the car isn't kind of perfect to each other. But I kind of know the general premise now on what to do with these. It would be nice to get them painted before the drift day on Friday, but it all depends on when I can get the other side done, if I'm being honest. I don't know, maybe I can pressure Kuba into doing it. I might send him a message now, but it's just adding a lot of stress to an already stressful week. And I am working on it this week as well, and I've got to get some other videos done. So hopefully I can get the other side skirt at least made and do the drift day with it looking like that. I think even it looks better even like that than without it. I think that just looks like I'm ready to paint a side skirt, whereas before it just looks like I'm not really completed the car at all. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll message Kuba and see what he can do. Still need to take the rear subframe off and redo all that. And my other thing that I've been waiting for, which hopefully will fix all of our front suspension issues, didn't turn up today, and hopefully it turns up tomorrow. So in the next video, we are going to be doing a lot more stuff as well, taking the rear subframe off, and now we've just got to do all the little bits. It's running, it's driving, it's working. Now we've just got to do all the little bits. I knew this was always going to be the case. Going back a few steps, just tidying the car up and making it drivable. But for now, I love you all. Thanks to Waifu for sponsoring this video, and we'll see you in the next one.